Your body is always talking to you. The problem is, most people don't speak the language. A weird craving here, a twitch there, feeling cold when everyone else is fine. These aren't random, they're messages. And once you learn to decode them and, more importantly, act on them, you stop guessing and start actually taking care of yourself. Today we're going through the most common body signals people ignore every single day, what they actually mean, and exactly what you can do about each one. Let's get into it. Signal 1. You're craving ice. If you find yourself chewing ice constantly, not just occasionally, but daily and compulsively, this is one of the most classic signs of iron deficiency anemia. The condition is called pica, which is the urge to chew non-food substances. Doctors don't fully understand why iron deficiency triggers this specifically, but studies consistently link the two. If you're also feeling fatigued, looking pale, or getting short of breath climbing stairs, iron deficiency is very likely the answer. Now, how do you fix it? The most iron-rich foods you can eat are red meat, chicken liver, and shellfish, especially oysters and clams. If you're vegetarian, go for lentils, chickpeas, tofu, pumpkin seeds, and dark leafy greens like spinach. The key thing most people don't know is that iron from plant sources is harder for your body to absorb. So pair it with vitamin C. Squeeze lemon over your lentils. Eat spinach with tomatoes. That combination dramatically increases how much iron your body actually takes in. And avoid having tea or coffee immediately after meals. They block iron absorption significantly. If your deficiency is serious, a doctor may recommend an iron supplement, but always confirm with a blood test first. Signal 2. You wake up tired even after a full night's sleep. 8 hours in bed, still exhausted. This is one of the most misunderstood signals people write off as just stress. The first possibility is accumulated sleep debt. Your body tracks lost sleep over days and weeks, and one good night doesn't erase it. The second and more serious possibility is sleep apnea, where your airway collapses during sleep, causing dozens of micro-awakenings you don't remember. You never reach deep, restorative sleep. The third possibility is blood sugar crashing overnight from high-carb meals before bed. Here's how to address it. First, cut off carbohydrate-heavy meals at least 2 hours before sleep. Your last meal should be protein and fat dominant. Think eggs, paneer, chicken, or a handful of nuts. Second, increase magnesium. Magnesium glycinate before bed helps your nervous system actually relax into deep sleep. Beyond that, morning sunlight within the first 30 minutes of waking resets your circadian rhythm powerfully. It sounds too simple, but it's one of the most evidence-backed sleep quality interventions that exists. Signal 3. Your eye won't stop twitching. That involuntary flicker under your eye or on your eyelid, medically called myokemia, almost always comes down to 3 things: fatigue, magnesium deficiency, or caffeine overload. When your nervous system is under-recovered, small muscles start misfiring. Magnesium is responsible for regulating nerve and muscle signals, and when it drops, the eye is one of the first places you feel it. The fix is straightforward. Reduce caffeine, especially after midday. Prioritize 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and significantly increase your magnesium intake. Food sources of magnesium include dark chocolate, almonds, cashews, bananas, avocados, and leafy greens like spinach and kale. If dietary changes aren't enough, magnesium glycinate as a supplement is the most bioavailable form and the gentlest on your stomach. Signal 4. You're always cold when no one else is. Cold intolerance is a real physiological signal, not a personality trait. The most common cause is undereating. When your caloric intake is too low, your body downregulates heat production to preserve energy. The second cause is hypothyroidism, an underactive thyroid that slows your entire metabolism, including how much warmth your body generates. For the dietary side, make sure you're eating enough total calories, and specifically enough iron and iodine, because both are critical for thyroid function. Iodine-rich foods include iodized salt, eggs, dairy, seaweed, and fish. Selenium also supports thyroid health. You can get your entire daily requirement from just 2 Brazil nuts a day. If cold intolerance comes with hair thinning, unexplained weight gain, and brain fog together, get your TSH levels tested. Hypothyroidism is highly manageable once diagnosed. Signal 5. You keep getting headaches in the afternoon, that clockwork headache hitting between 2 and 4 in the afternoon. Most people reach for painkillers and move on, but the timing is telling you something. Afternoon headaches are most commonly dehydration headaches. Your morning water intake wasn't enough to carry you through the day. They're also frequently caffeine withdrawal headaches as the morning coffee wears off and blood vessels dilate. And in desk workers, they're often postural, neck muscles fatigued from leaning forward all morning, referring pain to the base of the skull. The fix, before anything else, is 500 milliliters of water as soon as you feel it coming. Wait 20 minutes. You'll be surprised how often that's all it takes. Beyond that, front-load your water intake. Drink most of your daily water before noon. If caffeine is the issue, taper slowly rather than quitting cold, and switch to green tea, which has a slower, steadier caffeine release. For postural headaches, chin tucks and neck stretches every hour are surprisingly effective. And foods that genuinely help with headache prevention include magnesium-rich foods again. Almonds, seeds, dark chocolate, as well as omega-3 rich foods like walnuts and flaxseed, which reduce inflammation in blood vessels. Signal 6. You have cravings for salty foods specifically, not junk food in general, specifically salt. In most modern diets, true sodium deficiency is rare. More commonly, intense salt cravings point to chronic stress and adrenal strain, or to low electrolytes from sweating and drinking large amounts of plain water without mineral replacement. Rather than reaching for processed salty snacks, give your body what it actually needs: balanced electrolytes. Coconut water is one of the best natural sources of sodium, potassium, and magnesium together. You can also make a simple electrolyte drink with water, a pinch of sea salt, lemon juice, and a small amount of honey. Bone broth is another excellent source. If stress is the underlying driver, adaptogenic foods and herbs like ashwagandha, tulsi tea, and foods high in vitamin C help support adrenal function over time. Vitamin C is concentrated in the adrenal glands specifically, and chronic stress depletes it rapidly. Amla, guava, bell peppers, and citrus are all excellent sources. Signal 7. You bruise incredibly easily. You bump your arm lightly and a large bruise appears, or you find bruises with no memory of getting them. This most commonly points to low vitamin C or low vitamin K. Vitamin C builds the collagen that reinforces your blood vessel walls. Without it, those walls are fragile. Vitamin K is essential for clotting. Without it, bleeding under the skin spreads and takes longer to stop. To fix this through food, focus on vitamin C first. Amla is by far the richest source available in India, with many times more vitamin C than an orange. Also, load up on guava, papaya, kiwi, and bell peppers. For vitamin K, dark leafy greens are your best friend. Spinach, methi, broccoli, and cabbage are all excellent sources. A small amount of healthy fat with these vegetables helps your body absorb vitamin K more efficiently, since it's a fat-soluble vitamin. If you're eating all of this and still bruising easily, get your platelet count checked. That rules out anything more significant. Signal 8. You feel a burning sensation in your feet at night. Burning, tingling, or numbness in the feet at night is a classic symptom of peripheral neuropathy, nerve damage in the extremities. The most common causes are blood sugar problems and vitamin B12 deficiency. For B12, the best food sources are animal products: meat, fish, eggs, and dairy. If you're vegetarian or vegan, B12 supplementation is not optional. It's necessary, because plant foods contain virtually none. The sublingual form of B12, tablets that dissolve under the tongue, are absorbed more efficiently than standard tablets. For blood sugar management, reduce refined carbohydrates and sugar, increase fiber from vegetables and legumes, and prioritize protein and fat at every meal to slow glucose spikes. Alpha-lipoic acid is a supplement with strong evidence for improving nerve health specifically. Worth discussing with your doctor if neuropathy symptoms are present. Signal 9. You have ridges or white spots on your nails. Your nails are a health record written in keratin. Horizontal ridges appear after illness, surgery, or extreme physical stress when nail growth temporarily slows. Vertical ridges relate to aging or mild nutrient deficiencies. White spots are almost always minor nail trauma, not calcium deficiency as the old myth goes. But widespread whitening across multiple nails can indicate zinc deficiency. Zinc is found in high amounts in meat, shellfish, legumes, seeds, especially pumpkin seeds, and nuts. Zinc is another nutrient that's harder to absorb from plant sources, so if you're vegetarian, soaking legumes and seeds before eating them increases bioavailability significantly. For general nail health, biotin is the most well-known nutrient, found in eggs, sweet potato, almonds, and sunflower seeds. Signal 10. You feel your heart suddenly pound or flutter. That jarring awareness of your own heartbeat, racing, thudding, or skipping. Most palpitations are harmless and triggered by caffeine, dehydration, alcohol, stress, or standing up too fast. Magnesium deficiency again plays a significant role. Magnesium regulates your heart's electrical activity, and low levels are directly associated with irregular rhythm. For dietary support, increase potassium and magnesium together. Potassium-rich foods include bananas, sweet potatoes, avocados, coconut water, and lentils. Magnesium comes from the same foods we've mentioned throughout this video: dark leafy greens, seeds, nuts, and dark chocolate. Reduce or eliminate caffeine if palpitations are frequent. Cut alcohol. And hydration matters enormously here. Even mild dehydration thickens your blood slightly and makes your heart work harder. If palpitations come with dizziness, chest pain, or shortness of breath, don't wait. Get an ECG. Most of the time it's nothing serious, but that's the one signal you don't want to gamble on. If this video helped you, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more content on understanding your body and actually doing something about it.